Essay on Child Labor. Childhood is the most innocent phase of human life. It is a stage of life when the human foundations laid for successful adult life. Many children, instead of spending it in a carefree and fun-loving manner while learning and playing, are scarred and tormented. Behave that would do anything to get out of the prison of being children and controlled and tortured by others. They would love to break free from this world but continue to be where they are, not out of choice but force. This is the true story of the child labor. Child labor is a term you might have heard about in news or movies. It refers to a crime where if children are forced to work from a very early age, it is like expecting kids to perform responsibility is like working and fending for themselves. There are specific policies and laws which have to put restrictions and limitations on children working. Industries and individuals employ children to put them to work under blooming circumstances. They are made to work for long hours and dangerous factories minutes and sometimes need to carry loads even more massive than their body weight. Then some individuals' households hire children as domestic help and beat them and torture them physically when they make a mistake. The children are, at times, made to starve and given worn-out clothes to wear. Such is the story of millions of children in India, painful and yet real. The average age for a child to be appropriate to work is considered 15 years or more. Children falling below this age limit won't be allowed to indulge in any work forcefully. Child labor takes away the kids' opportunity of having a normal childhood, a proper education, and physical and mental well-being in some countries. It is illegal, but still, it is far away from being completely eradicated. The two primary reasons for the ever-growing social malice of child labor are poverty and lack of education. For parents give birth to children thinking them as money-making machines, they carry infants to earn more on the street from begging. Then as they grow, they take them beggars and eventually sell them to employers. This sickness is rampant across the length and breadth of India. Rather than poverty and lack of education, there are many other reasons responsible for child labor. Some of the reasons may be common in some countries. There are some reasons which are specific in particular areas, and some are specific. Firstly, it happens in countries that have a lot of unemployment rather than poverty. When the families won't have enough earning, they put the children of the family to work so they can have enough money to survive. Similarly, if the adults of the family are unemployed, the younger ones have to work in their place. Moreover, when people do not have access to education, they will ultimately put their children to work. Being uneducated, they only care about a short-term result, which is why they put children to work so that they can survive their present. Then the future of children will also be the same as their parents, uneducated and let their children work at an early age. India stands for the second highest number of child labor after Africa. Bonded child labor or slavery is one of the worst types of employment for children. This system continues in spite of the Indian Parliament enacting the bonded labor system in 1976. It estimates that approximately 10 million bonded children labor working as domestic servants in India. There are almost 55 million bonded child laborers hired across various other countries. The children are sold to money lenders to whom borrowed money cannot be returned. Street children are another type of child labor where children work on the streets as a beggar, flower sellers, etc. instead of going to school. Sometimes they are made to go hungry for days together so that people feel sorry for them and give alms. Child labor coupled with child abuse has today become one of the greatest maladies that have spread across the world. Each year statistics show an increasing number of child abuse, more so on the case of the girl child. When a girl is probably abused by someone at home, to hide this fact, she is sold to an employer from a city as domestic help or then as a bride to an older man. According to United Nations stipulation in Article 32 of the Convention on the Rights of the Child and the International Labour Organization, child labor is to considered if state parties recognize the right of the child to be protected from economic exploitation and from performing any work that is likely to be hazardous, to interfere with the children's education, or to be harmful to the child's health of physical, mental and spiritual, moral or social development. If you wish to eradicate child labor, we need to formulate some efficient solutions which will save our children. It will also enhance the future of any country dealing with these social issues. To bring with, one can create several unions that solely work to prevent child labor. It should help the children indulging in this work and punish those who make them do it. Furthermore, we need to keep the parents in the loops as to teach them the importance of education. If you make tuition free and the people aware, we will be able to educate more and more children who don't have to do child labor. Moreover, making people aware of the harmful consequences of child labor is a must to do. To eradicate, in addition to that, we have to take family control measures too. This will reduce the family's burden, so when you have less amount to feed, the parents will be enough to work for them instead of the children. Every family must be promised a minimum income by the government to survive. Best critical information regarding child labor cannot be taken to the tree size, as there are areas where no accounting has done on how many children are working or forced to work against the Child Labor Act. There are number workshop and factories that have dreamt of rooms where children's work, eat and sleep. No one from the outside world would even know that they are working there. How are people working towards the welfare of the child labor with the tip off from insiders have been able to rescue several children from such units. The National Policy on Child Labor, formulated in 1987, seeks to adopt a gradual and sequenced approach with a focus on rehabilitation of children working in the hazardous occupation. The action plan outlined the legislative action plan for strict enforcement of Child Labor Act and other labor laws, to ensure that children not employees in dangerous implements and that the working conditions of the children working are a known critical area regulated in accordance with the provisions of Child Labor Act. Addition, each individual should also take responsibility for the shoulders reporting about anyone employed with children below the age of 14 years. However, considering the magnitude and extent of the problem, concerted efforts from all sections of the society are needed to make a dent. Measures need to be taken not only to stop this crime against children but also to slowly, steadily and surely provide every child with a well-deserved healthy and normal childhood.